reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check 12, 12, 11, 11.
On first down, Garoppolo. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. Touchdown, 49ers! Marquise Goodwin, 58 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Back to you. Switch. Switch.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. First down. Tannehill now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Tannehill throwing again. It's caught. Humphreys. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. 22 Jet Bombers, 22 Jet Bombers. Alert flat, alert flat, flat, flat. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Hey, Alpha. Hey.
Here we go again. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Let's go.
Throwing again is Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Tennessee.
Let's go now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
I'm about to rush and I'm about to take you to school. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Let's go.
To the air again, Tannehill. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you've put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has gotten together and the defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
You can't block me.
21. Here we go. Go.
55. Mike 55. All day, dog.
21.
55 is Mike, God. 55. It's our time. It's our time. Mike 55. Check 55.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Lock.
Mike spot 4. Mike.
Hey, zoom.
Cut. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man. He finds Sanders. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the boot. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Check. Mike spot 4. Mike.
Hey, Foxtrot.
I'm coming for you, son.
1, Omaha.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And now Garoppolo lost the football.
Recovered by San Francisco.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
Go ahead.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Garoppolo on the screen. This is Coleman. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A huge play there on the screen pass. 67 yards.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check hot route. Hot. Check.
Now a whistle and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Wait, E.
This is Breida. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
13.
They run again with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, gun.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, to something to get you off to a quick start.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Check safety, check safety.
Again, it's Henry. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
5.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the Titans first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
54. Blue there.
Hey.
54 Mike.
Get it.
Play action, it's Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Blue draw, Porter. Hey, Orbit. Go.
Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. D Ford. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. Crouch.
Ready?
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Eric Armstead providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Pettis on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 180.
55 Mike. Too little, Duck. Tighten up. Hatchet. He's checking. Crash. Under crush.
21. Here we go.
Now a give coming right is Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
We want it. Come to my world. Show it up.
11.
Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
On 2nd and 9. Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Rip left, rip left.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Breida, he'll try the right side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Mike 54. Mike 54. It's coming this way. Coming this way.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Push him back. Hey, Mike 7. 54. Mike 54. All right, T, let's try. All right, T. Back. Topper. Go.
To try again after the sack. Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
The Titans on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
X3, 218, chop.
To throw is Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Akello Witherspoon, really good coverage from the Colorado man, getting a hand in on it. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
On the return is Pettis. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Smooth.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Six.
What we got? Mike, 55.
Hey, wahoo.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A 3rd down gain of 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
21, 11, 11.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Gets this one to use check. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check Mike 54. Hey, gun.
Now it's Breida. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
I got you. Check 13. Check 13. Check.
Here's Breida. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's just me and you. Check 26.
12. 6.
Now a give running left is Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. First down San Francisco. The pickup 14 yards. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, gun.
Let's go right here. 55's Mike, guys.
2.
Defense, keep it. Mike, 55.
Now a give to Breida. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 37 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Got it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready, set.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
I got him. Get it.
Again, Tannehill. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Greystone, Travis. Sit up. Snap.
This one caught by Davis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Red team still.
Under 10. Under 10. 10. Chance.
Ready.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Ready. 8, read.
Mike 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Five. Shoot.
Throwing on 2nd down, Tannehill. Pass caught left side by Humphries. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. And the Titans first down.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. 54.
Watch the run.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter. But 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Heart and soul, and so you feel it.